coffee. I meant to do breakfast, English breakfast tea. Oh, um, but I this morning in honor of yesterday, but I am doing coffee because I needed some caffeine.
Oh,
So,
smart.
Amy, looks like you got a drink here today.
Yes, I made coffee, my second coffee of the coffee chat because I kept
So
forgetting.
I've noticed that I have a pretty pink mug and you have a pretty blue mug.
Yes, I have last year's mug. I have last year's 2024.
So I
Okay.
actually in the description I just posted the link to our shop or to our shop where they can now get either one, this one or this
Yay!
one. Yeah,
And
so you guys,
yeah, or they can also get the 2023 one. Yes, we have like 5 mugs in there, I think. We're just
yeah, because
rocking
you did a
the
couple
rocking the
like,
merch.
yeah, you did a couple like alternate like things. So yesterday in the Facebook group, I asked people if they had like any other ideas for like merch that they want.
Mhm.
Because and I haven't looked if anybody else put anything, but this morning, or last night, I noticed that Kathy Clark had said that she wanted a do not disturb sign for her craft room. That's Cricut
Oh,
Adventure
that's
things.
cute. That's pretty cute.
So it
Yeah,
looks
so
like we're
we
getting.
you go.
Oh,
It's fine. Go ahead.
I I was just gonna say that it looks like people are excited to get the mugs. So
Oh, yeah, they're super fun. I have a bunch of them. So we basically have 3 different designs, but then a couple different color versions. Like some of them, like this year, I could only do the all white one with the design on the
mhm,
outside because they discontinued a lot of the colored ones, but the all white one's fine.
I think so.
Yeah.
And that's what I've got.
Anyway.
So
Mm.
so I will say that when I put the sublimation bundle together for our travel
Mm-hmm.
perks, which is available free as part of the VIP,
Mm-hmm.
so I put a lot of these individual designs. I designed them really big in Procreate so that we
Mm-hmm.
could go ahead and use them as sublimation designs too. And so they look, so I did a mock up for the VIP. You guys can go check it out within there. And I did different
Uh-huh.
t shirts with some of these stickers. And so, like, this one on a t shirt was super cute. Um, and then I had this one on a bag, tote bag,
Uh-huh.
and that was super cute. So, yeah, it was kind of fun to like see, some of the designs in different ways.
Yeah, super fun. I love this year's design. I'm excited. I'm gonna order one in a little bit.
So Sarah said that she likes the idea of the do not disturb signs. Several people do, but they also wish that, or she wishes that her dogs could read.
That's cute.
I think a lot of people wish their kids could read too. They can,
Yes.
they just don't.
True.
So, so day 5, we still have some stuff going on today, huh?
Yes, we have a lot of fun projects today. I'm super excited.
Should we
If you
take
want
a
to,
look?
yeah, let's take a look.
All right. So
I'm going to
there we
scroll all the
have.
way down. So if you're clicking on the schedule page and you're looking for today, you just have to keep scrolling down to
Because
day 5. And
yeah,
don't forget to read those cute little travel notes that Jen wrote for us for each day. Those are super fun.
so it's actually really fun just to see how many different cool things that we've done so far.
It
So there
is.
was
I,
yesterday.
I like the
Oh,
scroll.
and then we have today. So
Yay.
day 5, what do we have?
So keep going. There
Oh,
we go. So everyone's been loving the stickers in the event, and Lane Dasher is bringing us some more stickers today, some travel bucket list stickers, which is really good fun because part of the fun of traveling is planning, right? Planning and thinking about your next trip. And this is a really fun way to think about travel and your next vacation without, being actually on your next vacation yet. So I love those. And Tracy Lewis is going to show us how to make a personalized travel shadow box to sort of capture some of those memories from your favorite trips. Katie Adams is making a dry erase travel board game set. So you'll be able to have some things to entertain the kids when you're traveling on road trips or flying. Then Katie Z made this really cool viewfinder inspired card. Do you remember these, Jen, the little viewfinders
I
from when you were a
actually
kid?
I do. I love them so much, and I actually that was one of the designs I made as a sticker this year. because it just I don't know, the retro is just kind of hitting me hard, and I thought that that would be a really fun thing to
Yeah,
yeah,
that one is super, super cute. So it uses photos, it's a card, that is such a clever and fun design. I can't wait to
yeah,
see everyone making those in the Facebook group.
yes,
Then Aaron Reed made some Polaroid style memory magnets. So again, a way to keep those travel memories and your special photos front of mind all year long. You can put these on your fridge or wherever you want to put magnets to remind you of your travels. And then Jen Starr made a really cute retro travel tunes cassette tape mini album. And this is a mini photo album where you can put some of your photos from your favorite travel adventures. Then we have 2 excursions. Remember, excursions are deep dives into a Cricut related topic. So Bela Ansari is doing a fantastic adventure into laser crafting. So we know so many of our Cricut crafters are really interested in lasers, and Bale is a world expert in laser crafting. You're going to love her. She's adorable, and
yeah,
her design style is fantastic. And I really encourage you to watch her project. You're going to love learning about laser cutting and laser crafting. And then Megan Makita is our last bonus excursion. She is doing an adventure into crafting with shrink plastic. She's going to show us how to make an adventure keychain. So shrink plastic is, again, super fun. It's Cricut related because you can put heat transfer vinyl or permanent vinyl onto it, and you can add resin, and that's going to be a great project to watch too.
yeah. All of these are super cute, but the shrink plastic, I actually just started playing with shrink plastic again a little bit, and that's another one of those projects that just kind of brings back your childhood. I mean, even if
Mm-hmm.
you didn't do it as a kid, it still has that sense of magic. So,
Yes. Yeah, I loved shrink plastic when I was a kid. I did some I did some keychains a few years back, shrink plastic. Um, but I put them in the oven, and now I see people doing shrink plastic with like handheld heat gun. So I haven't
oh,
tried that.
I
Yeah.
haven't tried that either. So, yeah, I just did it with my membership. I we did keychains, and it turned out really cute. So,
Hmm.
I was surprised how
Yeah,
they'd
that
go from this to this though.
yeah. Yeah. It's fun, but then that's one of those things that you can add vinyl to it, and now suddenly it's a Cricut project. So it's really fun.
Yeah, so I think that that's a great one as far as adventures
Hmm.
go. The
Yeah.
Polaroid, I love having pictures on my refrigerator.
Hmm.
And then the viewfinder, I'm thinking that could actually be a, oh, she said it's an inspired card. Okay, so I was just
Hmm.
thinking that that could be a really fun card to mail someone. So,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. I love this one. I'm super excited about that. I
And
have to
as far,
watch that one to understand how it works. But
yeah.
it says it's a card. So yeah, that's an awesome photo gift.
So
Love
is
that.
Katie's a resin one, or is that just is it vinyl on clear plastic?
You said Katie's.
Sorry,
Oh
Katie
yes.
Adams.
Yeah, Katie Adams, yes. You know, I'm not sure. It
Yeah,
looks
I'll have to like
like, yeah, I need to watch that one too. I haven't watched that one yet.
and
Maybe
then the
someone in
other
the chat that's watched that one
yeah,
can
if you
tell
guys
us.
have
But
watched that, let us know.
yeah, that one looks really cool.
Stickers, of
'Cause it's
course, are
always fun.
awesome. But I was
Yeah,
gonna say, I think
everyone loves
Katie,
stickers.
so we have a couple of new tour guides today, which I think is always like super fun. Like, so make
Yeah.
sure you guys, when you go over to the Facebook group, go ahead and give them some extra love if you do their projects. Make sure you tag them because, yeah, giving them the opportunity or giving us the opportunity to show them how appreciative we are of them taking this adventure with us. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I'm super excited. And it's been really fun. Again, I spent some time in the Facebook group going through and seeing all the projects. I saw a lot of Abby's paper map flowers. I've
Yes.
seen a lot of Jennifer Maker's Polaroid little art. That's really cool. I'm trying to think of what else I've seen. Oh, I've
Oh,
seen
there's
some
just,
people do your poster, your like vintage
yeah.
travel poster. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, those are fun. I actually, yeah, I actually started doing like English inspired ones too, because I have
Hmm.
Italy, France, and stuff. So I might have to send out an email to everybody that downloaded it and say, oh, here's a couple more.
Oh, that'd be super fun. Oh
Yeah.
yes, Susan reminded me. We've seen lots of Michelle's cards, the hot air balloon cards. Seen lots of
And
those.
Yep, Lucy's camper.
Yeah. Oh, lots of Lucy's campers too. Super cute.
Yep.
Love that.
Barbara said that the poster was her first project. Paula did the
Aw.
poster. Yeah, so the poster, you guys, I don't know if I mentioned this, but so when I did the post or first designed it, I was kind of a little sad because my parents are going to Norway this summer. But then I was just kind of like talking to them like, I don't know, a week or so ago, and I'm just like, why am I not doing this? And the tour they're on still had an opening, so I quick booked it. So I'm actually gonna go in another couple of weeks to Norway with them. So
Oh, that's so fun. I love that.
yeah, it's kind
That's
of a
super
fun thing.
exciting.
It's
Yeah,
like if you dream
that's
it, then you
awesome.
can do it, but not really.
Yes. Oh, no, but really, yeah, you can. Totally. I love that. Good for you.
Yeah, yeah, it was fun. So we're going to Bergen, Norway, and that's actually my maiden name is Bergen. So that's
Oh,
kind of fun
cool.
too. So yeah, the viewfinder. So if you guys notice, today has a definite retro feel, I think. So between the
Mm-hmm.
Polaroids, which are a little retro, the
Mm-hmm.
travel tunes, which is kind of like the mixtape thing,
Mm-hmm.
the viewfinder. So all of it has a little bit of a, well, not all of it, but there is definitely a little bit of a, well, and the keychains too, the the old
Mm-hmm.
vintage hotel ones. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just kind of fun. I like kind of some of that nostalgia stuff is just hitting me extra like lately.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
guys should let us know in the chat if you guys like the more nostalgia things too, retro inspired, I guess.
Super fun.
Okay, so Amy, day 5. So I have a few ideas for ways that they can kind of keep the adventure going that I'll share at the very end. Um,
Okay.
But we've had kind of a fun time this week hanging out in the chat. I gave you a little bit of crap about the black shirt one day, and
Mm-hmm.
I, I was going to call it out just like in all sense of fairness. If you guys look, I think 3 out of the 5 days I've been wearing blue because most of my wardrobe is blue. So it's
That's
just a
cute.
thing. Yeah.
Cute.
So yeah, so although I gave her some pretty good crap about it, I think that
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was really warranted, or at least there should be payback. But yeah, so
Super
all
fun.
right.
Do we want to do a giveaway early today, Jen, or which
Oh,
do we
should we
want
do
to do
that first?
that?
Yes,
Yeah.
and then we have our very special guest who we're super excited to bring on.
I'm super excited.
She squirrels with me. I like that. All right,
Yes.
so let's see giveaway. I'm gonna do the giveaway so that we don't forget. We are doing so good on like remembering this. And really, you're doing so good at remembering this.
Well, because Susan reminds me, so it's a circle.
It's a circle.
Susan reminds me. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see here. We have 4 winners. I just did it. Let's see. 4 winners. We have, oops, that's not today's. There's today's. Here we go. Okay. So today we have Jennifer S. from Rogers, Arkansas, it looks like. Um, Debbie M. from St. Cloud, Florida. And
Mm-hmm.
Paula D. from Crossville, Alabama. Actually, you know
Yay.
Paula.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations to our giveaway winners.
Yeah, and if you guys think that you might have won, or you're not sure who won, or you missed the day, or whatever, we do have a page of the giveaways for the VIP, so that you guys can check that. But usually, if you won, it was like we drew from the day of, and so if you were here, and then you're more likely probably to register and then win. So
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Everyone's so nice in the chat. Everyone's saying congratulations to the winners. I love that.
I do too. You guys are
Yeah,
so awesome.
that's nice.
Okay, okay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so
Are
excited.
you excited? Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
I'm excited
Oh,
too.
okay. Oh, wait. Okay, so today we have, so let me get my slide. Let me see here. Okay, so today we have Kelly Rosso. So Kelly is one of our favorite people ever. And like looking up some things about Kelly, I realized she has like a YouTube channel, like I know she does, but because she's like the person I go to with YouTube questions. But her channel, it has over 50,000 people. It is like
That's awesome.
insane. She is
That
posting
is
like
awesome.
she's just really good about letting us into the process and her kind of how she works, and it's just so fun. She's also the author of the Print and Cut Jumpstart, which is an ebook which has gotten rave reviews. And I just want to say that yesterday you guys lit up the chat. Can you see this? Like so many people excited about Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
It was really fun.
Yay.
And I noticed one person mentioned that Kelly was now being crowned the queen of print and cut. What do we think about
Oh,
that?
super cute.
I did the little
Jen
crown.
stayed up late working on these slides, y'all. Oh my
No,
goodness.
this is
The
this
little
morning.
animated crown.
This is what I
So
did
cute.
instead of this is what I did instead of there you go.
There she
Instead of
is.
doing some other stuff.
Hello,
Welcome
Hi,
everybody.
Kelly.
Welcome
Hi.
from South Africa.
Oh, hello. It's so good. And I saw that Sherry says that I'm a giggler. I am 100% a giggler. Giggling is like literally what I do. So there's going to be lots of giggles, lots of laughs, lots of fun. And I just wanted to tell you, Jen, thank you for posting that screenshot of when everybody was like, "Hi, oh, Kitty, 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 Kitty." You have no idea how it made me feel. And then I like
Oh.
literally jumped out of bed and like ran to go and show my husband. I was like, look at how excited everybody is. Look at how cool everybody is. It made me so happy.
Oh, I'm so
Oh.
glad. Well, it
We
it
love
just
that.
kind of it made me smile huge. I thought it was great. So I was just like, oh my gosh. It's like I scrolled and then I scrolled again. And there was just all this like, Kelly. So you are definitely a fan favorite here at the Cricut Crafting channel. So just to let you know
Yes.
So
there.
and this is thank you. And it's my favorite place to be because I love you guys and I love your audience and everybody in the chat and I love being in the chat and chatting to everybody. You guys have the best people, the best
We
people.
absolutely
We
agree.
do. We really do. Everyone's saying hi in the chat. Everyone loves your accent, of course.
You.
Yes, I'm seeing
I
some
thought it was
Queen
my mom.
Kellys, so they agree with us.
Yeah. Deborah posted a little crown for you.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
So,
Super cute.
so Kelly, tell us a little bit, like, how is it that you kind of got started with the whole like print and cut? Like you kind of niched down just a little bit into that, like for some, some aspects of your of your journey. So tell us a little bit how that happened. Like, how
So
did you
I think
start
it's you to
with the
blame
print?
for that,
Oh,
actually.
is it me?
Yes, it's
What?
100% your fault. So thank you. Because I love it. But I think I came to you, and that's kind of another thing that I love about everybody in the industry, like all of the teachers and everything, the presenters, is that everybody that I've experienced has just been so helpful. And
Mhm.
this is related to my story because I came to you with questions and I wanted you to help me with something, and you gave me such great ideas on what I should be doing for like the adventure and things like that. And because of that, I was like, okay, great. So I'm going to take everything that I'm doing and I'm going to go down the print and cut road because that was what I was doing for that project. And as a result of that, I kind of just completely squirreled down that road. So,
So
like you were
I
saying, that
do
you and I
remember that.
squirreled together.
Yes.
Yep. So I threw myself in the deep end because I have ADHD, and if I don't have a deadline for something, then it's not going to happen. So I threw myself in the deep end. I made sure that I was, had committed to something, and then I just built it. And kind of, I didn't. Print and cut was honestly not one of my favorite things when I started with Cricut. I didn't like it because so many things kept going wrong all the time.
Hmm.
And then I just kind of, the more that I got into it, the more I realized, okay, it's actually me that's not doing it correctly. And then like the ideas just kind of, snowballed from there of projects that I can make and things. So it's become so much fun and I love it.
Oh, that's awesome. I see your eyes light up. Well, it's just fun. I do remember that conversation, but you were already doing your print and cut for that adventure. So that's why I was kind of thinking that you had already started and like deep dived into it before that. So I do remember you putting your head down and being like absent for like 2 weeks after that. And I'm like, where's Kelly?
Yep.
And then you come back with this complete book. And I'm like, what? How did that even happen? And it was awesome.
Many, many, many late nights and very, very, very little sleep.
Yeah. Well, it was totally worth it because everybody loves that book. It's like such a good resource for, like you said, all the things that kind of go wrong. Like, well, tell us a little bit about the book.
So the original one that I created was the Print and Cut Jumpstart, and that was kind of everything that I wanted to know about getting started with Print and Cut, because there were so many things that could go wrong in projects and things like that, um, but that could be explained. So it was kind of like a step by step process of everything that I wanted to know, of printing, and then it turned into an 80-page book at the end of the day.
Could you make it an audiobook where you read the entire thing? Because I would totally buy that. Just read it,
I
and
mean,
I'll
I
put it on
could.
before I go to bed
I
and
love
just listen to it.
audiobooks. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's my
Yeah,
request.
I mean, I
Audiobook.
totally could. Yeah. Audiobooks are my favorite thing, so I
Come on,
absolutely
that's a
could.
good idea, Jen. That's a good idea.
It's actually a really good idea. I was just like thinking of her like describing this, like all the pictures in it. So it's like she'd be talking and then all of a sudden be like, screenshot of Cricut Design Space, you know.
Right. But she would say it so much better and it would sound amazing. Yeah.
It
I'm
totally
here for
would.
it.
It
I'm here for
absolutely
it.
would.
Audiobook.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
So
Okay.
so you have
I'm
the
sorry.
Print that could jumpstart, and then I was like putting some details into the description for this YouTube chat, and I realized that you have other Print and resources. So what are those?
I do.
And
The
will
other
you
one
read
was the
those?
problem solving guide. Absolutely, absolutely. And I'll probably like throw in jokes and things like that in between as well, because I mean, every just about every problem that I cover in my problem solving guide is something that I've probably experienced. But basically, the problem solving guide is it allows you to see exactly what the problem is. So in the first couple of pages, I have pictures of like what your problem might look like. As an actually
Oh,
saved one of these. I was
Oh, that's
hang on,
super
my
helpful.
project is
I
gonna
love
yeah,
that.
that is a really good idea.
because like very often you don't know what the problem is. Like you see a problem and you're like, okay, but what does that mean? Like, how am I supposed to know
Hmm.
what the problem actually is? So, like as an example, this is a print and cut project that I did recently, yesterday, and yeah, it wasn't
Um,
supposed to cut all the way through.
right.
Oh, yep.
So I have like a photo of that. What happens when you do a project and it cuts all the way through, and then it'll say, okay, go to page 74 or whatever it is, and then you go to that page, and then it describes your problem. It explains why you had that problem, because for me, my brain needs to understand why something happened. I don't just want the solution. So
Hmm.
if you want the why,
Hmm.
it's there. And if you just want to get to the solution, you just skip over to the solution.
Oh, that's very clever. I love that approach. That's really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I
And
like
that
that.
just sounds like so much work to me because I'm just like, when things go wrong, I just want to like move on. So I'm just like,
Mm.
I don't ever want to think about that ever again. So the idea of writing a book of all problems, it kind of like makes me like go, oh no. But when somebody has the problem, I think a book like that would be absolutely amazing.
I
So
agree. Yeah, very cool.
how many problems
Thanks.
did you like kind of find in that people have with print and cut?
So
Was it a lot?
I actually kind of focused more on the solutions, because there's also, that's the other problem with print and cut, is that sometimes you'll have a problem, but there's like four different things that could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh
I have
gosh.
over 60 solutions to different problems in this guide. Because, as an example,
Wow.
if
I
you think
know,
about
right?
like flattening things, it might not come out right because you haven't created a solid background, or because you haven't flattened it properly, or because you've added in a score element, or like there's so many different reasons why your design could look like that. So there's
Hmm.
multiple different solutions for sometimes the same problem. So if one doesn't work, you can just try the next one, and then you can just try the next one, and then you can just try the next one until you actually fix your problem. So I thought that was quite useful. And it was one of those things where, as I was writing everything out, I was like, oh, that could also go wrong. Oh, that's happened to me before. Oh, I need to add this in. So I was
Mm-hmm.
squirreling, Jen, I was squirreling 100% while I was writing it as
Yeah, it sounds
well.
to me like you were also like super hyper focused. Like this is it, you know? So you probably pay attention like
100%.
in chats and things too, or like Facebook and stuff when people are talking about they have problems. You're probably mentally like, like, oh, this is a problem. Oh, this is yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I try and keep notes of, because like this, I very often see the same things with print and cut pop up all the time. The same people have, or the same problems get shown often, and it breaks my heart to know that people don't want to try print and cut because there's so many fun things that you can do. So I created this project, and this is, well, I haven't done a video on this yet, so you guys are still going to see this video at some point. You're getting a proper sneak peek. But I created this little project.
What is
It's
it?
obviously a dishes thingy, and
Uh-huh.
it's a magnet that you can stick on your dishwasher, and then when you turn it, you can turn it to. It's obviously very difficult for me to
Oh,
do up and down or
how
back and forth.
cute.
And then it turns from, clean to dirty. So it's got a magnet on the back. You stick it to
That's
your,
cool.
and like, you would never have been able to try this with print and cut, or I would never been able to try it with print and cut if I hadn't, played around with it. And it's an easy project, but if print and cut is so intimidating, then you don't get to do fun stuff like this.
Yep.
No, that's
That
true.
is.
That would be cute as like the dog has been fed or the dog has not been fed because my dog likes to tell everyone that she's starving in our house. So sometimes she
And you're
gets
like,
two
don't
dinners.
feed her.
Yes. So
That's a great idea. I need to write that down before I forget it. I think I'm somewhere going to write it on my hand because,
I'm sure there's a
I
more
have.
elegant way
I was
to
gonna
say
say I
that,
have
but
stacks and stacks of Post-it notes on your hand.
yeah,
There we
I've
go.
written it
there you go.
on my head. No, that's a great idea. I'll add that in as like an extra design on the bundle or an example or something like that. Oh, and Susan says for the cats as well, because
Yes, for the cats
Fred,
as well.
my cat, he's constantly, feigning hunger, and he just
Mm-hmm.
tells us that he's all day.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm thinking we probably need one that says the kids have been fed too. Oh, or meds are taken. That's a good one
That's a
because
good one
I
too.
forget.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because
and
that's one
I
for
need
me
a
where I
bigger piece of
forget.
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah, me
my
too.
kids would say they need one. Mommy's in a good mood, mommy's in a bad mood, and it flips around. Yesterday, everyone at my house was like, "Whoa, let's stay away from her." I think they were texting each other and saying,
Oh, really?
"Stay away." If they just had a magnet, then yeah, a little
So
flippy
you'd
magnet.
see them start to enter your room and then just back out.
Yes, right. Just go right back the other way. Yeah,
Retreat to a safe distance and throw chocolate.
Yeah. Oh, throw chocolate. That's a good one too.
that's
I
a good
like
one.
that. Well, you're gonna run out of room on your hand because those are like a whole bunch of really good ideas there. It is something with
I stole a
craft.
piece of paper.
Oh, okay, good. So that is one thing that I like about crafting is that it's not just making pretty things. We can make very functional things, and that's like part of what that is. So we can make a mug. Hey, Kelly, what are you drinking out of?
Yay!
You did it! You made a
And
mug. Oh,
it turned out
Um,
the right way around. And I
oh,
it's
and
added my
you put
perfect.
name
your
on it.
name on it. Oh,
Yes,
that
she
is
put
so
her name.
cute.
That's so clever.
Oh, that is
So now my
adorable.
husband
Oh,
can't steal it. Although he probably won't steal it because it's pink.
yeah.
So now I have the right way up and the wrong way.
So cute.
Oh, and that just makes me so happy. But they do. They look like they're a pair, which is really fun.
Hmm.
I thought that was fun this year. But yeah, I love your
Yes,
name
I
on it too.
agree. Thank you. They're
Yeah,
my
and I like the
favorites.
colored inside as well. That's fun.
Hmm.
Mm. It's the Cricut mugs. I knew the moment that I saw that the background was pink, I knew that I had to pair it with this mug because it looks so perfect. The
It
design
really
is
does.
perfect, colors are perfect. You nailed this one, Jen. It's
Ah,
It's beautiful. I
I'm
tried to
glad you guys
pick
like
the
it.
pink. I tried to pick the pink handle with the pink inside, but they don't offer it on,
Mm.
Printful. It was only going to be
Mhm.
the black handle and with the black inside, and I didn't think that worked as well for that one. So I just did the white.
Nah.
So
No,
yeah, it looks
no.
nice with the color inside.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so mugs are something, Amy, you're really good at like finding like projects that are like functional or useful.
Oh, you mean? Oh yeah, I am actually. That's true. I
Because
have one here because I'm working on something for my club, but this one's been really popular. It's like a little pencil holder, and it has elastic,
Mm.
so it goes over a book. This has
oh,
been
look at
really
how
popular.
cute the little brads are too. Are those
Wow.
Yeah,
Are those part of
the
the
little brads.
construction or is that decorative?
No, it holds it together. But yeah,
Wow.
in in my membership they've really been liking the like functional things, and then I also do the
Mm.
little tiny notebooks, where they have the little snap and then it has the little notebooks inside. So, I think
Oh,
I
that
did
is
this
so cute.
for my fall event. But anyway, this week for Monday they want me to do some little more notebook covers, so I brought out some things here to help me with that. But yes, fun and functional crafts. I love those.
Which is funny because you started
That
out
is
almost
super cool.
100% earrings, which are like the
Yes,
complete opposite of fun and functional. So
that
I
is
love
true.
that
Well,
you
they're
find
fun.
all these.
They're fun, but
Oh,
not necessarily
wait.
functional.
Well, I mean, and they make us feel
Super
good,
fun.
which I think is very functional because,
Yeah,
but but yeah, not quite in the same way.
right.
So I
Mm.
I
did say
agree.
yesterday that I was going to do faux leather today, and I went, and so this morning I went to like find my faux leather, and all I could find were the Christmas designs that I got you for Christmas. So,
Oh,
so,
I love those.
but what I thought
I've
I could
ordered
show
from
you
that place
guys,
before too. I've
have you?
ordered from that place. Yeah,
But
I got some new
this is
stuff from
this
there.
is the cord keeper I did like years ago. So it's with
Uh
stamped
huh.
leather and it's actual leather. Can
Ooh,
you use actual
that's so
leather with
pretty.
the Cricut? Oh, here's another one. So can you use
That's so
Oh yeah, I
actual
love
cute.
leather
that.
with a Cricut?
You can, but like I say, it's difficult. It needs to be a simple shape. It takes freaking forever. No offense to my Cricut maker. Yeah, it just takes a long time.
I
So
So
love
so
that,
that's
Jen.
super
that
cute.
was that was kind of a leading question because I actually have done it. So this was one of my
Hmm.
very first Cricut projects, and it was actually so it's for my hair, but it actually was me trying to basically create something that I'd or recreate something I'd already done. So
Hmm.
I had already made these cups before, and so I wanted to know, like, can I do that with a Cricut? And so I think that that's something that people don't necessarily think about too. Like, if
Mm.
you there's something that you like the metal stamping for me led into the engraving. So,
Hmm.
but Amy, you almost exclusively do the faux leather.
I do just because I think it's important to kind of for me to focus on one thing so that I can really go deep into that topic, especially now that I have, my membership where it's been 2.5 years where every week I give them a brand new project. So I find that I want to give them all the things. So I try and, just stay focused on that.
Well, and I think too,
And
I mean,
they
like,
give me lots of ideas and stuff.
the
Yeah.
patterns and things that are available for faux leather
Uh
are
huh.
just so stupid cute. There's just
Yes.
like,
Super,
there's so much. I still like this one. I
super
gotta do
cute.
this one. It has
Yay. I
yetties,
love those. So fun.
Adorable.
right? So I mean, it's
Yep.
definitely a way to just kind of, something different. So,
Hmm.
but Kelly, I
But I
love
mean,
your little dishwasher thing because that's functional too. That's what made me think of it.
yes. Thank you. And also, I also the thing that I was showing you earlier, the one that kind of didn't come off the mat. These are also functional because they are little thingies, and again, that's the technical term that you wrap around your cords. So, like, you can label your cords. So
Oh,
it's a sticker, obviously, and then you wrap it around your cord just like that. There we
Nice.
go. We'll get there eventually, and then you can just write on there what
like what
What it
cord
the
it
goes
cord
to.
is.
is.
That's
What,
perfect.
Yeah,
yeah,
because like we have
because
like
I mean,
with
like
electronics, so many cords
exactly,
all
exactly. But
together.
also, I have so many machines, so I've got all the cables there. I mean, in that little corner, I've got four different machines, and the cables, the ends of the cables, all look the
The
same.
same.
So I
Hmm.
never know. Okay, and I'm always worried that like I'm going to blow up the machine if I like plug the wrong cable into the wrong
Hmm.
machine because like, there's the Joy machines and there's the Maker 3 and the Maker 4 now is there, and so that's why I designed these, and I still need to put them on all of the cables, but this will also be a video that I'm going to do in the future soon, and then give you guys the file that you can use. And but yeah, I just printed this on sticker photo paper just because it's like you can do a nice little fun design and then
Yeah, that's
write on
cute.
it.
Yeah, that's super cute. I like that.
Like my little crickets, so there's like little brayers and there's little crickets and vinyl and things like that.
Oh, I didn't even
Um,
catch that right away. That is so cute.
Oh, that's adorable. Oh, I
yeah,
see it. I
Uh-huh.
see it on the replay. That's cute. Or the
Yeah,
actual live. That's cool.
yeah,
Oh,
they're
so
so
cute.
cute.
Okay. So
And like
so
again, like you're saying, like you can make so many different things with print and cut. And I also like functional things. Um, I was trying to look for one of the other things that I've made, which was also my desk is an absolute mess at the moment, you guys.
okay,
Like
so
it looks all neat
so
here,
I
but
want to
like
show
it's
that this is my
abominable everywhere else.
non-functional look, but that's like Cricut too. Oh,
That's
that's
cute.
adorable. What is that? So a little
It's
door hanger.
a closet divider.
Oh, okay. I was
Oh,
thinking door
cool.
hanger. Oh, that is so
Yeah, you
smart.
totally could make it as a door hanger. And this one I cut out of heavy chipboard, so it's I
On
cut
your
it with my
Cricut?
maker.
I think that's
That's
I mean,
cool.
awesome.
you can do it out of cardstock as well, but it's some. I've had a lot of fun recently just playing around with print and cut projects.
Yeah, no, I've seen those where people are like selling them because they do like their kids' wardrobes. So, because especially little kids grow so quickly. So it'll be like
Mhm.
1x, 10, 2, or whatever. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like if you think about for babies, like 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, you can make them and sell them as products for people, or you can give them as gifts to people. There's so much you can do.
I love those. I have those in our laundry room because I have so many people in our house. So I have one name for each person in the family, and then I have a separate set for uniforms because they're baseball uniforms and
oh yeah,
cheer
because I suppose
uniforms.
it's kind of hard to see, like especially the boys who are all in baseball,
Right.
and I'm sure they all
Right.
say the same on the back, right? Different
Yes.
numbers.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so
And
clever.
but I love those. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
So
super good
cool.
idea.
Thanks.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
I think it's cool that we can do functional stuff, but I think that, I mean, like I quickly, while she was ducking down and showed my Cricut paper. So, I mean, that's the other thing is we can do things that are completely just fun and customize it ourselves, which I love that too. So,
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I,
Absolutely.
I want Kelly and Amy to give us perspective on this. But I was thinking, this is day 5, so the Cricut Adventure is like wrapping up. And so let's see, let's just kind of like some ideas for how to keep the adventure going here. So these are a few ideas that I made 2 seconds before we actually went live, which is why we were 2 minutes late to our live. But which is why it says deep dive into your.
Your dot dot dot. Fill in the blank.
Yeah. So you guys in the chat, you guys can go ahead and tell us. Oh, I did not make my earrings, but I can show you that in a second too. But so you guys can tell us in the chat what you kind of think about. Do you have something like already figured out for the next thing? Do lists help you, like having an actual list of what you want to work on? Like Kelly, you just showed us like 5 ideas. So do you have a go list, or how do you do that? And Amy, you're constantly coming up with ideas. So
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, I have a Notion board that every time I have an idea, I add it to the Notion board, but I don't look at the Notion board nearly as much as I should. It's like out of sight, out of mind. And then I'll like an idea will just like randomly pop into my head, and then I'll just squirrel on that idea for a while. So that's kind of what had happened recently. Hence why I've got so many completed projects like sitting around. But I definitely do need to go back and look at my list because I've got lots of great ideas of things to make on my list. But I try to keep a list. I try.
yes. Well, I think lists help my brain. How about you, Amy? How do you kind of keep track of things? Or do
I
you, or
do.
do
I
you just
keep
kind of go in the moment?
no, I keep lists. A lot of times, especially now that I create something weekly for my members, a lot of times I ask them kind of what they're looking for and they give me ideas and that helps me get started. But I do, I keep lists also. I'm working now on my summer crafting event, so I'm keeping a list of ideas for that. So yeah, I guess I'm a list maker.
So how many? So do you guys have like? So I have like screenshots. Like, if you look at your photos, like how much of your photos in your phone are screenshots of just
A
ideas?
lot. I have
Yeah.
a lot. I'm going to say My phone is 30% screenshots, 40% baseball, and 30% cats. Right? 40, yeah. That's how
Cats.
mine breaks up. Cats.
Cats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because our cats
Yeah.
do amusing stuff. We take photos of them all day and we, text them in
Uh-huh.
our family chat. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I will take screenshots of things because they'll often just give me like one little idea. And so I'll be like, oh, that one like so that color combination or that sort of, like they'll just like it'll spark something.
Hmm.
And then I'll think, oh, I can't forget that. That was like it sparked something. And so then I have it all there. But then I think what I don't usually like always go back and look. I think in my brain they just kind of all dump. And then I'll be like, oh, so I was gonna do this. And then I'll have like, some different like variations.
Yeah.
Kelly's nodding, so that's you too.
100%, 100%. So I've actually looked at the numbers on my phone. So I've got just under 3,000 screenshots and just over 12,000 pictures. So actually 30% screenshots. But I've also kind of stopped taking screenshots and I've started copying the images and sending it in a. So we use WhatsApp in South Africa. I don't know how popular it is in the US, but you can have a chat with yourself. So I'll send myself a picture or I'll send myself a message every time I have an idea. So like if I
Hmm.
go into the chat myself, then there's just scroll, scroll, scroll. It's just pictures and pictures and ideas.
Oh,
Oh, so
that's
you're
cool.
basically you're just dumping like into that one spot so that you always have it right there. Oh,
Yeah.
I've
And
started
the
like
number of like messages I've sent at like 2 a.m. because I'll be like falling asleep and then like this most incredible idea will pop up into my head and then I grab my phone and like try and with one eye like barely open just type the message and send it to myself.
so before phones were a thing, I would have a sketchbook next to my bed because same thing. A lot of times on that in between, because I hear that people get the best ideas when they're falling asleep, when they're getting up, when they're driving, or if they're in the shower. Those are
The
like the peak
shower.
idea times.
Hmm.
For you, the shower?
Hmm.
Accurate.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yep. That's
Accurate.
why I have my
Falling
phone in the
asleep.
shower because I take notes in the shower.
because you get ideas and
Yeah, I do.
Kelly's like, yeah, no phone in the shower.
No,
No,
no.
my phone would die. My phone's not waterproof. I'm pretty sure. Pretty. It's like it's 4 years old. Like I haven't upgraded in a while, and I've now got like a green line on the
Oh,
side of my phone. So mm-mm. It would explode if I had to take it near a shower. I'm convinced.
well, I will say I thought it was really, really funny because I didn't think about phones being waterproof either. So the first time that Amy texted me and then said, "Oh, I'm in the shower," I'm like, "What?" Or I
Well,
think it
I'm
was,
not.
I'll get
We
back to
have a
you when I'm out of the
huge.
shower. And I'm like, "But you're texting from the shower." Yeah, I
No,
was
we have a
confused.
huge shower. There's plenty of
Uh-huh.
non-shower area
Okay.
in the shower. And then there's a
Okay, fair,
windowsill, and
fair.
that's where my phone lives. Yeah. So I'm
So
not
that's
like
actually
Okay.
under the
super.
water texting, you know.
So I will say that's super convenient sounding, and I would probably do it too then, because that's a.
Yeah.
I've
It's
seen
Yeah,
where people
it's a
have like
huge
dry
shower.
erase boards in their shower too, like you
Oh,
know.
see?
yeah. I mean, my
See, I
shower
find that weird.
when you turn the
Okay.
water when you turn the water on, the water hits all three of the walls as well as the door. So that's the size of my
Mm.
shower. It's small. Like there's no room. I can't even there's not even room to have a thought in my shower.
So I will say, so post-it notes have always been my thing, and so for me, for like ideas, I would just write them on a post-it note and then stick it on my door, and that was my
Hmm.
door of ideas. But since the phone's like gotten so like you always have your phone with you, so I just keep throwing things in notes over and over again. But somebody in the chat said that they have a album, so they made an album in their phone for like like an idea album.
Hmm.
And then I will do, I found recently that you can hide your screenshots on your phone. And so I tried that because then it's
Oh.
not filling up, your screenshots. But then I couldn't
Hmm.
find my screenshots, so that didn't work so well. I'm like, I know I pushed
Oh,
the
I was
button
feeling
here.
so encouraged about where this was going. I was waiting for like a really helpful tip that was
Okay.
going to change my life, but it just never
I mean,
came.
Well, we already gave
yeah.
that. Take notes in the shower. No, no,
Yeah,
actually,
okay.
so then I found out that there was like a little blue, like up and down thing, and when you tap that, that's when you could like,
Uh-huh.
hide or find them again. So I
Oh, the
did
blue
figure
up
it
and
out.
down thing. The blue up and down thing. Okay.
There,
That's the
I'll
technical
send you a
thing.
screenshot
Yeah.
later.
Okay.
Okay, so another thing with Kelly, and I will tell you guys this, is Kelly is the one that turned me onto this. Kelly, do you want to tell them what this is?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Does yours not look like this? This is the slice. So you showed me this, and so what it
Oh,
is, it doesn't look like that?
mine is a paw print. Mine is a paw.
Oh. Yeah, so it comes in like a 2-pack, and it's like a ceramic blade. But yeah, so Kelly showed it to me one day. I think it was on one of these Cricut Adventures because I like to ask people about tools and things that are cool.
We've just really
Oh,
squirreled off the road today. People just
oh,
woo, right off the.
Sorry.
there was a road.
Let's see.
Yeah, the ceramic ones are so nice because you can't cut yourself. So like I'm constantly injuring myself. So I mean they're really great.
Well, and it's
I
I
don't know
have
where the paw print one is now. I've lost it. I mean, like I said, you should see my desk. My desk is an absolute bomb zone at the moment. So it's not surprising that I can't find it.
so I don't. That's actually one of the things I like because they're magnetic, and so I have one in the fridge for like Amazon packages, and then I have one here in my room, and so that's actually been super like
Mm,
helpful. So yes, so
I'm gonna need
I
to
will
get
stop
one.
squirreling though because I'm looking. So we only have. So I'm trying to keep these to an hour, and so we only have another 8 minutes. So Amy, is there stuff that we didn't do yet?
Well, we talked about the giveaway. I think we want to mention. Maybe Susan can remind me when the VIP pass will no longer be available. I think it is tomorrow at midnight Eastern, but let me see if Susan can remind me. But the VIP pass is going to be going away. So if you want to grab that VIP pass, you're going to want to make sure that you do that today or tomorrow because it won't be available. You won't have the VIP pass as an option again until, next year when we do our next event. Yes. So today is Saturday, May 3rd. It will be tomorrow, May 4th at midnight Eastern. The VIP pass will disappear. So make sure you grab that if you've been wanting to do that. And be sure to keep posting. When does our giveaway end? I think our giveaway ends, I think entries end at 2 p.m. today.
I
No,
don't entirely
giveaways end tomorrow at noon, Susan
okay.
says.
And
So
then
be sure to enter the giveaways.
because we have
And don't
amazing
forget,
giveaways.
yes, don't forget to visit our sponsors. We sent an email on Thursday to all of our attendees with more information about each of our sponsors. So be sure to visit them, check them out, give them some love. Remember, we had Michelle Price from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop, and she had a great coupon code for some Encore products. Create Room right now is having their Mother's Day Dreambox sale, and that's been really popular. There's a fantastic price on the Dreambox, and so you want to check that out as well. And then Creative Fabrica always has a great offer on all of their downloadables, all of their SVGs or templates, and you can get those for a great low monthly price. So yeah, definitely. Thank you to our
Okay,
sponsors.
yes. And then I did forget. So I did want to, this is where we started with Kelly too, but I got distracted by my cool crown and everything like that. But I just wanted to show you guys, oops, not that one. So Kelly's project, Kelly, do you want to just really quickly here explain what your VIP bonus is since we were talking about VIP and maybe a little bit about your project?
Sure. So my VIP bonus is a material compatibility guide. It's basically for everybody who wants to try something new when it comes to print and cut, like a different material. Like if you've only ever tried sticker vinyl, then maybe you can try label paper, which is a thinner adhesive vinyl, or photo paper, or clear adhesive, or it just gives you a breakdown of the different materials that you can try, as well as some project ideas, some recommended cut settings to start with, because of course cut settings are always difficult to nail down, but if you have a starting point, it generally makes life a little bit easier. So that's the guide that I've given you. It goes through many different materials that you can try out, and I will be doing an update to that at some point, but don't worry, because if you grab the VIP bonus now, you'll automatically get the new one when it comes out. So when whenever you buy any of my products, if there's ever an update, it'll automatically be, available to you. So it's a fun guide if you like to try new things like I do. And then my project was also a try new things for me as well.
I
Was
love that
So
idea.
cool.
It does. It looks so cool. And I love
thank
that
you.
that's interactive. I love that people can. But Kelly, I feel like there was like this one huge gaping thing about that project, isn't that it was a US map, and I don't think you've been to the US.
I have, but I was 8, so I don't really know if that counts.
I mean, if you remember it, it counts, right? So,
I remember SeaWorld and getting really sick afterwards, and then going to New York, and then it was snowing in New York and I was sick and I was upset. So I don't,
Oh.
hopefully the next time we'll have a better, experience.
when we talked to Mim on the very first day on the kickoff, she was saying she was coming, and so we were saying, yeah, Kelly like talks about it every once in a while, coming to the US, and everybody in the chat was like, oh my gosh, we would love to meet either of them. So you might have to like figure out a meetup when you actually get over here. I for sure want you to come hang out in Minnesota, or I will fly to where you are too, because that would be so much
That's so sweet. Yeah, we definitely need to organize something because, like I said, I've already got the flights covered. I just need to start working on saving up for like food and spending money and accommodation and things like that. So we can probably start thinking about planning it, and maybe we can organize like a meetup with us and then with anybody else who might want to join as well. Because I can't wait to go and like just experience Amazon like how it should be, and experience craft shops, because we don't really have craft shops as nice as what you guys do in the US. Although I'm really, really sad about Joanne's closing, so I'll
fun.
never get to experience that. But I cannot wait to come to the US. It's like, especially now that I know all of you and, meeting up with you, and it's just going to be the highlight of like my decade.
Yay.
We're looking forward to that. I think
We
so
are.
Florida is what Mim mentioned, so that might be a good option since Amy and Abby are already there. So
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea.
people are
I
saying you
love
should
that
do a
idea.
50 state tour so that you can scratch everything off your map.
I would have to create a new one because I'm going to have to put a new layer on this so that I can make it more accurate to which states I visited and which ones I haven't.
So we kind of we did scroll, but I will say that so when she was talking in the beginning about the print and cut problem solving guide, and you guys were like, woohoo, you actually have an offer for us, right, Kelly?
I
I know I put it in
do,
the
I do.
description,
So
so
yes, thank you. Yeah, so it's a 30% off that guide. So it's 60 plus solutions for only $9. But I've also kind of gone when I was creating this project, like Jen, I mean, the squirrel is real.
it's
And
so real.
just after I'd finished it, yeah, I was like, there's something missing from this project. So I created these little suitcases.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
look how cute.
so
So
cute.
yeah, and
Super
they're
cute.
teeny tiny. I mean, look at how small that is in comparison to
And
my
I love that
finger.
you use those to
And
decorate the frame. That really does just take it to the next level.
Yeah, that's
thank
adorable.
you.
Oh
And
my
they're
gosh.
print and cut suitcases. So what I've actually done is when you get the print and cut problem solving guide with the discount code, you get this for free. This little printable
Oh,
suitcase. So
So that is a
cute.
yeah,
great, yeah,
I love that.
yep, yeah. Those are so
they're
dang
so
cute.
much fun.
Um,
And I see that the handle came off. I mean, isn't that accurate for a suitcase? The handles always come off.
yeah, actually, I guess the number one I learned this after talking to Emily on Thursday. Emily Miner, she said that the number one thing that they find on the tarmac at the airport are the little, what do you call them, Amy? The
Zipper pulls. Zipper
Yeah.
pulls, yeah.
And so she started kind of crafting with those zipper pulls with resin. I thought was cool. So there's always
Yeah,
ideas around us, right?
for
It's
sure.
Very, very much so.
okay.
Very much
So
so.
we are. Oh, so Kathy said to remind us when we need to download the VIP bonuses before they expire. And I would do that if I
Susan,
knew what that date was. Did
Susan,
she already
Susan
say?
answered it. Don't worry. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Oh,
Yeah.
yep. So I have to scroll to the bottom. All right. So I think that was a wrap up. So we're going to pull Kelly off for a second. You guys say thank you to Kelly for being here.
Bye,
Thank you
Kelly.
guys for being
Thank you
so
for being
awesome.
here.
I love you all. Thank you
Thank
for
Alrighty.
having
you.
me.
Well, I'm gonna talk to you about having you on more. So we're gonna do that as long as you're willing.
Anytime.
Okay. Because I just
100%.
it's so fun.
Yeah,
All
me
right.
too. I love it.
All right. So we'll pull you off, and then let's see here, Amy. This was
Yes.
day 5.
Yay.
I feel like we did it. I feel like we hit a marathon here because there's so many projects, like 40.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked a little bit about keeping the adventure going.
Mm-hmm.
So our Facebook group stays open and we want to keep
Mm-hmm.
seeing photos. Do you have any other things
Yes.
that you want to tell people?
No, just to keep creating, even though we smush everything into a 5-day period, just, keep go in your own pace, make things in your own time, and be sure to share them in our Facebook group because we and our speakers love to see your work. Definitely.
So do we want to tell them anything about the fall, or are we gonna keep that hush hush yet?
I don't know. I hadn't thought about that. You do you wanna say something?
Well, I think we could probably say something. So
Okay.
so we are still working on it, but we do have this idea for a adventure that we would, I think, do in October. So we're
Mm-hmm.
starting to kind of feel out the speakers and things. But
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be a pretty fun adventure. I'm excited about different, like mixing up the graphics a little bit, but I don't know how much we should tell them.
Well, I think we can say that it would be holiday themed because that's appropriate for that time of year. We haven't done a holiday adventure yet, so this would be our first one. So let us know in the chat if you would like a holiday adventure, and we will definitely keep that in mind as we start planning for this fall.
Barbara said Oktoberfest, that'd be fun. Yeah, I think that so I'm thinking like Cricut Adventure with like snow on it, and some things like that. So I think I've got some ideas. I think some fun, yeah, some fun winter adventure. Um,
Yes,
so let's
everyone
see what
loves
they
that
get.
idea.
Oh, do they like it? Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I like it. I have lots of ideas, of course, always. And then
Yes.
somebody suggested we do the Cricut Crafting Adventure live chat 5 days a week. I'm gonna say yeah, no to that one. We're glad that you guys love this. It was fun to do it all week long, but I think that we are gonna keep doing them, but it'll probably be pretty occasionally. Sounds like I just got Kelly to commit to it, and we've had some speakers that have offered to come on. I think uh, yeah, so we're gonna try to mix it up. We're gonna kind of plan it, but we haven't actually got anything definite. So make sure that you subscribe to our calendar for Cricut Adventure, and then you'll get notifications when we do decide to do it.
Love
So
that. Well, this has been really fun, Jen. I've had another great adventure with you, and we cannot forget to thank Susan, who has done everything behind the scenes, and she's the reason why our event just goes off so well, is really well put together, everything's organized, and it's Susan and her team that answer all of your support questions. So we couldn't do this without her. So thank you to Susan.
well, and her team too, because I've been reading through some emails that were being sent out, and responding to, because there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
different emails that people had questions, and I
Mm-hmm.
was just so impressed and so pleased with all the different things that her team was doing too. So,
Mm-hmm.
and the answers they
Yep.
were giving you guys. So,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. Very helpful.
yeah. All
Yay.
right. So we will be back. We're not sure when, but we are so thankful that you guys were here adventuring with us this week, and we'll see you soon.
Yay. Yep. We'll see you soon.
Okay.
Bye for
Bye.
now, friends.